All right, I will be record the lecture. Nhớ trong sẽ đời của yo Stephanie là yo core của yo cái này tụi này cool là nên tụi sĩ phứ đâu like this lecture. So cũng một pengen thia đồng có lên ba của đâu có lên ba của khiên đầu thia. So if you guys have any questions, please ask. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you have in mind. Okay. And this is my older kid. We will learn a little more advanced stuff than the younger kid because I understand that a lot of the student, some of the student here, they actually test a little higher than my younger kid.
Oh, you can log in. Everybody's getting started right now.
I don't have anything to log in with. I checked my email. It's not there. I already texted you.
Okay, let me go ahead and stop my screen, share my screen to you guys. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Introduction to Hmong literacy class. All right, so the textbook we'll be using for this class is called Learn Hmong the J Way. It's second edition by Jay Zhong. If you want to purchase the book, you could purchase, I'm pretty sure they have a website. I could send to you guys. I have the link. But the book, it's a really good book. It's teaching older kid, age level to like college level. So we will be using this book in this class, and you don't have to purchase the book. I will be sending out the page that I will be teaching during the class. So if you have any questions regarding the book, I am more than welcome to tell you more about the book. But in the meantime, that's the book, that the textbook that I will be teaching you guys in this class. Okay. So for class objective, today we're going to learn how to greet in Hmong. I'm sure some of you already know, but there are some students that doesn't understand. So if you know, you are more than welcome to help me help the student understand and how to pronounce the word in Hmong, how to greet everybody. Okay. And then the second, we're going to review the English alphabet with Hmong pronunciations. We also gonna have a little smaller pub quiz. So make sure you study, like our last lecture, I asked you guys to study the English alphabet. The sound alphabet and the letter represent which object it is. So I will be quiz you on that. You will need a piece of paper along with a pencil. Make sure you write your name and the date on it. So today we're also going to learn the vowel sound. We will slowly put a word together, and then we're gonna watch a small little documentary. And I believe Payne already sent out the consent form. If I had not received your consent form, the documentary had a smaller annuity in there, but it's just an image. So like I said, in just the same thing as United States history or American history, they all have that picture in there. Is a way to tell us during the war and how we was treated by the war. So if you feel like when I start playing the documentary, if your parents are not allowed you to watch it, you're more than welcome to turn your camera off. Until the clip, the little documentary is over. The documentary is not long, it's only 7 minutes. So all right, so we're going to start by I'm going to teach you guys how to say it different in the different time of the day. So in the morning we will say nhỏ rong shön gió. Okay, you gotta unmute yourself and say that. So we're gonna practice our pronunciation. That when we talk about Hmong, we want to make sure that we have main. Okay. So nhỏ rong shơ gió. So gió like the T. So you nhỏ rong shơ gió.
Nhớ rừng sợ gió.
Okay, and then your piece of paper, please write this down. Write E O B blah 1 2 3, and then you will copy the sentence in there because I want a picture of the homework or whatever we do in class. That way I see that you participate in class. So on afternoon we would say nhỏ rong da shu. So good afternoon, we would say nhỏ rong da shu. In case you want to greet your parents or your friend, you would say nhỏ rong da shu. So this class, when I start the class in the morning, I expect everyone to unmute themselves and say nhỏ rong sheng zao. Start next week. Okay, so good afternoon is nhỏ rong da shu.
Play repeatedly for my honey. Put on something else for my honey so she doesn't run around.
And then for good evening, we would say nhỏ rong. Nhỏ rong could mean any time of the day. So the evening, we usually use the word nhỏ rong.
Yeah, sure.
And then for night, we would say rong mo. Rong mo. When you want to say good night, you say rong mo.
Isn't Nyajong? Isn't Nya? I thought Nyajong was high.
Yeah, nhỏ mo or rong mo.
Intro to a word.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you there. Yeah. So, mo.
I don't know, it's weird, but that's how she wants to do it.
So we could say like nhớ rong one two, yeah, right?
Yeah, you can say neither one. This is the way I teaching it, but you are more than welcome to use your way.
Okay.
Make sure you write that down on your piece of paper.
Okay.
Because I understand that AV, there are a certain way to say it, but this is the way that I taught according to the book. And this is, a lot of big, a lot of older, they would say, nhỏ mò.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. So make sure you write this down on your piece of paper. I will like this.
Complete translation.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't
Submit
make
to
you
me.
really actually speak. It's different.
Yeah.
You have to say. So.
I don't know. It's so confusing. So.
Okay. Are you confused?
So you know your sound or what? All the sound?
Yeah. But I didn't pay attention to the first one. I only got the second one because she only showed the second
Okay.
one.
So this get a list of all the Hmong alphabet along with pronunciations.
Of the.
So from my previous lecture, I give you.
And then
I actually give you a different. There's some letter in there that had different picture in there, but if you listen carefully, it sounds the same. The first letter is sound the same. It's just different object.
So basically, you is all, and you add whatever the letter is to it to make it the complete
Yes.
sound of the word.
mommy. Dode. Goda.
So
I thought it was go.
So make sure you look over the sheet really quick because I'm going to give you a little pop quiz. So kusakane shine. Um, you're new student. If you're the new student, make sure cái nhìn cờ trong cho họ
oh,
của
With the
yeah.
D?
No, I think I spelled.
Papa?
I think I spelled wrong. It's supposed to be.
okay. So X we say so
So
so. Y is yo, yeah. Yo, yeah. Q is go, ga. Go, ga.
Có.
V is vo, va. Vo, va. So when you say the letter, make sure you say the sound first before you say the word. Because when we start writing sentences, put word together, we are going to sound the letter first before we put the vowel in, and then we will put the g in the back. For example, we write va, lu va, we pronounce like this, vo, a, mu, va, vo, va. So make sure you pronounce the sound of the letter first, and you put the word next to it. N is no, known, no, known. R is do, dia, do, dia.
Đồ.
Z is zo, ja, zo,
Cho.
ja.
Ra.
T is to, từ, to, từ. L is lo, lia, lo, lia. So if you listen carefully on the letter, you notice that each letter has the same sound as English. There are some letters that kind of quite a little different, but it's the same sound as the English sound. So if you listen to L is lo, lia. If you listen carefully, is L, l. So lo, lia. It's the same thing for S too. So S is shaw. When you listen shaw, shh, it's English sound too. Shaw, 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 shaw.
Sure.
C is a little different. So it's not C is not the same as English because English C is k. So in Hmong they have yo, 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 yo. Lu yo bot like two, is the ground rice. Okay, so yo, yo. So as my last lecture, I taught you guys that each letter represents an object or a noun. So P is ba, ba. H is
How.
ha, how,
How.
ha, how. K is go, 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 go. If you have my last lecture alphabet, you could use the same thing. It works the same way. It's just some letter here is quite different, but the image, but they're all the same. So make sure you follow the letters sound the same. Go, go. M is mo. D is do, day. Do, day.
Đồ đi.
What's that?
Do, day. So day is dog in Hmong. Me is cat in Hmong. Go is umbrella in Hmong.
Call it
How is drink.
the
So
middle.
H is how. So they sign that to how, which is like an action word, an adjective word.
So.
F is for food.
Sure.
For food.
It's a plant. This is plant. It's
All
a
right.
plant.
So I review this for you guys. I would like you guys to put all your paper aside and get a clean piece of paper in front of you. And we're going to do a little quiz, okay?
Hmong à?
So你摸用到加，你摸用到切多，
All day. All day. Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Orca. It's a frog.
okay? All right, so pop quiz, you will need a piece of paper and a pencil. Please write down your name and date on the corner, on the right corner of your piece of paper, because I'm going to ask you to take a picture of that and send it to me. So I'm going to say each letter carefully. So please listen to the letter sound and write the letter down to your piece of paper. Try your best not to look what you wrote down during the review. That way you could test to see if you memorize well. Okay, so the first one, jaw, jaw.
Are we writing it down?
Yeah, you're supposed to write it down.
Yes, it's gonna be a quiz. So write it down. Number one is jaw, jaw. Number two is daw, day. Daw, day. Number three is for food. For food. Number four is haw, how. Haw, how. Number five is go, go. Go, go. Number six is lo, lia. Lo, lia. Number seven is mo, me. Mo, me. Number eight is no, no. No, no. Number nine is bo, ba. Bo, ba. Number 10 is go, ga. Go, ga. Number 11 is do, dia. Do, dia. Number 12 is sho, shuo. Sho, shuo. Number 13 is do, du.
We're on 13?
Do, du.
What number 13?
And 14 is
Wait,
do, du.
Skip. Go back.
13 is do, du.
Oh.
14 is vo, va. Vo, va. 15 is so, so. So, so. If I go too fast, please stop me, okay?
We means number 13.
13?
Yes.
13 is do, du.
Doctor.
number 12.
Do, du. 14 is vo, va. Vo, va. Okay, 15 is so, so. So, so. please do this without any help, okay? I want to see how well you remember.
Could you go to 12? Okay, say
16 is yo, yeah. Yo, yeah. Seventeen is jo, ja. Jo, ja. Or jo, je. Jo, ja. Or you could say jo, je.
Go outside. Go out.
All right. So let me know which number you missed so I could repeat it.
Okay, hold on. I miss number 12.
Number 12. Okay. Number 12 is shaw, shaw,
Okay, sure.
shaw. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Anyone else? All right. So this is our quiz. I'm going to give you guys 5-minute break, and you can go pee, go and drink water, or go do take a look fresh air, and you come back in 5 minutes. Okay. back, guys. I hope you have a good break. Good little 5-minute break. All right, so we're going to review the English alphabet pronunciations, and I think I sent this out to you guys already. So if you double click this, it would take you to the PDF. I sent it to you guys. Let me know if you see this. If you don't, I will share this with you guys.
Stephanie,
Yes.
do we have to send the quiz right away for you?
No, you had the whole week got thought cũng
Okay,
whole week yeah. So yeah, if
okay,
you cannot send today, you could send to me tomorrow, the day after that. Just send before
okay,
Thursday.
okay. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you look closely, I think I sent this out to all you guys.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Hmong English alphabet. Is in a textbook that I will be teaching you guys. So if you want to learn how to pronounce the letter, you could look at the English and it show you how to pronounce the letter. Along with the vowel, we will learn the vowel next after this. But I want you guys to, since it's English, I want you guys to read it and try to sound out the letter. Like A is ah, you know. B is b, ball in English, and English is like b, b. And as you go, you just go over this when you have time. I would like you to go ahead and read the whole letter here, and the hand English translate next to it. And this way show you how to pronounce the word. So when we form a word together, you know how to sound the word out. Okay, so let's go to the vowel. Okay, so this is Hmong vowel. Summer, can you read the Hmong, the first letter for me, please? Ah. Good. All right. Let me go ahead, start calling roll. Okay, Payne, you more than welcome to help me call help me call the roll too. Okay, so Deanna, go ahead and say the second one. Deanna, are you there? All right, Payne, you want to go ahead and help me call another student?
Madison, you can do number 2.
I
Say that again.
I
That's it. That's really good. All right. Jojo, can you pronounce 3 for me, please? How do you say AU vowel in Hmong?
Oh my God. Say it louder.
Good job. Really good. All right. Okay. Dao, you want to help me choose another student? We don't have much student in the class, so.
Tristan, can you do number 4? Can you read number 4?
Say that again. Good job. So in order to put the word together, this is how the vowel is very important. They are the one that put the word that they are the main they're the main word inside the middle. So you need to learn how to pronounce each of this vowel in order to form a word. So each letter is really important. For example, the first English alphabet, which is to, tu, which is really important as well. So in order to form tu, so when you look in here, tu, so you get to, ginia, tu. So who could tell me what is? What number is that? Can you guys tell me what number is it?
Again?
Tu, ginia, tu. What vowel is that belong to? What number vowel is supposed to be? Say that again.
Is it 13?
Yes, absolutely. You're really, really good. So in order to put the form the word, you have to know the vowel. And I want all you guys to practice the vowel. So is W. Is W. So in order to sound the word, you put to, ginia, tu. 12 is wa. For example, let's see here. Which one I word for you guys? More, like more mean half in Hmong. How to spell more in Hmong? You will put more, which is more is am, more me, more or can do more. We haven't learned the key yet. The key I will teaching you guys as we get closer to our session. But as far as right now, we're learning the vowel. So A is ah, yeah, ow. 4 is oh, E is a. 6 is ang. I is e. I is yeah. Number 9 is o, which is all. Number 10, when you put 2 o together, it sounds on, like zhong, zhong, on, zhong. So you see the difference? You see how it connect? Zhong. To read that, zhong, on, which is 2 o. Don't get confused with 1 o and 2 o, okay? 1 o is all. 2 o is you pronounce on. And then u is ooh. And then 12 is or, which is more or getting more. So U and V, no, I'm not V, W, all this letter, I want you to pronounce and practice in your own time, okay? Because I'm going to test you on next class. Okay?
Okay.
So I want each
Stephanie?
student,
Oh, you didn't send us this one. Wait, is this the same as the other one?
no, this is a new one. I have not sent this one out yet, but I
Okay.
will post on the classroom and I will email to all the students as well. That way you get
Okay.
the vowel, sound of the letter.
Okay.
But,
Awesome. Thank you.
so I want each student to practice during class. So go ahead, Summer. Can you go ahead and read the whole thing for me? You could skip 14. We will learn 14 later.
A, I, ao, ơ, ê, in, ý, ia, o, ông, u, o, ư.
Good job. Really good. Okay. Madison?
Can you guys hear me? Okay. I, ow, a, n, e, ia, ong, u, or,
Really good. You see how easy it is? We have the English next to it. So in order to remember the word, make sure you compare the sound of the English to the Hmong vowel, okay? Okay, so who, let me see, let's go next one. Is Deanna there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Deanna, can you go ahead and read the Hmong vowel for me, please?
Okay. A, I, ow, a, n, e, l, u, o,
Really good. Really good. All right. Okay. Dao and Payne, you want to help me choose a student, please?
Tristan, you can go next, Tristan.
R I L A N E ya R on U A on.
Really good. Really good. All right. Okay. Dao, you want to help choose another student? Jojo, you want to go ahead and read the Hmong vowel for me, please?
I, N, E, yeah, ong, o, ong.
Really good. Really good. All right. Who is my information note? Who's that?
Never Lane.
Oh, Nevaling. Oh, okay. Nevaling. Có nhìn chồng hóng vào đó của shop.
Okay. Ear. Or.
Âu.
Ear. And. I. In. E. Ear. On. Or. Is that right? No.
Yep, you got it. Really good. Really good.
Thank you.
All right. Do I miss anybody? Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on this Hmong vowel. Please, I will send this out and I want you to practice this on your own time, okay? And then we're gonna go to the next page. Okay, so we're gonna learn a little about Hmong history. If your parents have not signed a consent form, or if you're you feel like you cannot watch this, you more than welcome to turn the cameras off, and it's only 7 minutes. And for the student who watching this, please take note because I'm going to test you on it. Okay. So make sure you take note and write it down. You know what's important, so I could test because I'm going to test you next week. One second here. Let me see if I could share my screen with you guys, the volume. Let me know if you could hear it. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear the sound?
Yes.
The origin of the Hmong people is unknown. However, one scholar believed that they originated in the Mesopotamia region and gradually migrated to the Hebei province in northern China. Many scholars believe that over 5,000 years ago, the Hmong were living in China with the Han Chinese. Around 2700 BC, they were governed by the legendary warrior chief Qeej.
Qeej is the Chinese pronunciation. The Hmong pronunciation really means Ziya. Zi means father. Yo is grandfather. There was 3 groups, and the Hmong were one group, and the other 2 groups end up being the Han, modern day Han Chinese today. And there was a big battle, and the 2 groups combined forces and fought, and Ziya's group lost.
Qeej was captured in 2704 BC and was executed. His body was cut into 3 pieces, which were then buried into 3 separate mounds, so that the Hmong people will never be reunited. 1,000 years after the death of Qeej, the Hmong formed another kingdom called San Miao, which means 3 Hmong. Once again, the Han Chinese invaded, and the Hmong were defeated and nearly exterminated. The Hmong then dispersed. Most migrated southward into the lower reaches of the Yellow River and as far as Yunnan province. Between 704 and 223 BC, the Great Hmong Kingdom of Chu existed in Yunnan. After a war that lasted 200 years, this great kingdom fell to Chinese rule. All known Hmong books were burned, and those who dared use the Hmong language were punished by death. Hmong of those days are said to have had blonde hair and blue eyes, which was how they were easily identified and killed. Hmong history was preserved onto pictorial quilts known as pandao. In 1615 AD, the Chinese began building a 100-mile-long Great Wall in the west of Hunan to block out Hmong rebellion from Baoqing to Tongren. It was known as the Southern Great Wall. Not willing to subject to Chinese rule, many of the Hmong migrated south to Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Burma, searching for a new life of peace. Hmong means free people, according to Dr. Yang Dao, but before the Vietnam War, Hmong were known as Mao or Miao. The term Miao means barbarians, in other cases, sons of the soil. During the Vietnam War, the United States Central Intelligence Agency recruited the Hmong to fight against the impending Communist Army. The Hmong were trained in guerrilla warfare and were led by Major General Vang Pao. Their main objectives were to first block the Ho Chi Minh Trail, which was the main supply route for the North Vietnamese, and engage the communist armies. Secondly, to rescue American pilots who had been shot down. And third, to defend the radar stations such as Pu Pa Thi. In May of 1975, following the collapse of Vietnam and Cambodia, the North Vietnamese Army, allied with the Pathet Lao, overthrew the existing government of Laos. Major General Vang Pao and many of his staff were flown to safety, but the rest of the Hmong were left to fend for themselves. Most of them were still on the battlefield.
When somebody is trying to chase you out from your land or to invade your country, even when it's necessary for you to fight to the last man.
The Hmong were then targeted by the Pathet Lao for genocide, extermination to the root. Many were killed or forced into labor camps for re-education, never to be seen again. Others took to the mountains where they continued to fight. However, the North Vietnamese army bombed and gassed the Hmong from the air. Many of the Hmong people then attempted the difficult journey to seek refuge in Thailand. They traveled under the cover of darkness, bringing only with them the clothes on their backs. The Hmong lucky enough to make it to Thailand were put into refugee camps until resettlement to third countries. Today, the Hmong are more dispersed than ever. Many have settled in the United States, Australia, Europe, and South America, where they continue to preserve their culture, language, and customs.
We were this group of people who have always been displaced from place to place. And now we're in this country, and this is probably the first time in our history where we have the greatest opportunity to have equality like everyone else.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite documentaries of Hmong people. If you want to learn more, you can always go back and go to YouTube and search for it. It's the best documentary out there. So what do you guys think? We're gonna stop here. Let me see here. We don't have much time, so we will pick up after next week. If you please remember, and I hope you get to know, because I'm going to test you guys next week, okay, on this documentary along with the vowel as well. And your assignment, please complete it and submit to me. And if you have any questions, you can stay after class. If you're not, then you can log out, because I know we also have Hmong dance for the younger kids too.
I sent out the emails about the Google Classroom, adding Google Classroom. So if everyone can go and add the Google Classroom, unless you, yeah.
Okay.
And that's where you guys can attach your homework and quizzes and everything.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, you're more than welcome to log out. And we will see you guys next week, okay?
Thank you,
신지도.
ladies. Thank you.
신지도. Deanna, you still there? Deanna, do you have questions? Okay, I'm just gonna remove her.